Joshua wants to know, Bruce, in a match where there was a clear injury and someone was scheduled to win a title, in said match, has there been an on the fly call to keep the belt on the current champion? Let me give an example here, Bruce. We all know that when Owen Hart dropped Steve Austin on his head, he was supposed to win the Intercontinental Championship or the next day on Raw, kiss Owen's ass. So even though he couldn't really do it, Austin made the cover and he won the Intercontinental Championship. But in hindsight, I think most folks agree, I probably should have done something a little different there. Do you remember that happening at any point in time?
I'm sure it has, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. It escapes me.
Do you remember?
But I'm sure there's somewhere along the way it has happened.
Do you remember there ever being a time where a match was in the ring and Vince changed the finish in the middle of the match?
Yeah, we've done that before.
Do you recall a scenario or a circumstance?
I don't recall specifically, but yes, we've definitely done that. Whether it was crowd response or just, look angle and this isn't working. Change it up.
Josh wants to know, after being involved in the biz since a very young age with 30 plus years of booking and inside management, is it harder to sit back and just be a fan while watching a match? It must be difficult to not try to constantly break down a match from the creative or business aspect.
Well, that's funny because I really, really try and I cannot help myself. So the answer to your question is, I would love to, but I just find my brain not being able to work that way.
The idea being you see something and you think it should be.
You got to do something about it. You got to say something yes. You just can't sit back. Oh, well, it's just not my character.
Chris wants to know, has Vince ever been pitched an idea by an agent, writer, or wrestler where he liked the idea, but said no in order to test the person with the idea as to whether or not they would stand up to Vince or see how passionate they were about the idea?
Yeah. I mean, there've been times where he said no to the point of sell me, or I don't understand it, to just figure it out more.
Right.
Yeah, that's definitely happened.